Alright, welcome back, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get this shit done. We're top dogs here now. How'd you get here? Research. What about this research? We're dedicated to the study of that Anima Mundi, or world soul, a weak planetary force that nevertheless exerts great influence on the human biomass layer of the planet. By extension, we are interested in the related subcategories. The Egor, I can't say these words, world brain theory, and sometimes even localized thought forms if they threaten to become too much to handle. I think I get logs every time. There's something very dark going on at the CERH research facility. I need to question this Jacob more. I need you to shut up too. And all the noises. Secrecy. We have a lot of security because the work we do here is quite sensitive. This facility could theoretically be used for malign purposes. However, we are a public organization, and everything we do is out there in public, including the location. We submit our research to peer-reviewed journals, just like everyone else, and many of our researchers have written books about their work here. I do not understand where you get the idea that any of this is top secret. Jacob claims that the CERH facility is not top secret at all. I'm not buying it. Literally everything I've heard points to the opposite direction. The machine. What about this machine? What we're standing in is actually a massive orgone accumulator. For our purposes, its primary function is the amplification of the planetary life force, so that we can better analyze the data. You can think of it as an inwards telescope pointed towards the core of Terra's soul. As a side effect, when a massive amount of orgone energy is accumulated, these elementary particles of life start crashing into one another, breaking up to form bions, and possibly other as of yet unknown particles. It's only a matter of time before we make an entirely new discovery. I can't guarantee it's quite safe despite the conspiracy theories. At the core of the CERH facility is some kind of machine apparently capable of amplifying psychohazards. It's only a matter of time before CERH can facilitate the creation of a psychohazard so strong that it destabilizes the entire Pan-European Federation. Can't have that. Also,
Yay!
I haven't talked to mine in a long
Yay!
while. Horse, huh? There's no way we can find a horse anywhere, boss. They're practically extinct. I know you've already become fixated on this, but it seems impossible. Yeah.
Yay! 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 Yay!
Okay, back to business. SLS panic. Yes, we noticed this. Yes. This is what is known as localized thought form anomaly. When a localized thought form becomes strong enough to be accepted into the Igor. A localized thought form is, in simple terms, emanation of the world soul that affects a small amount of the population. I have to break up the dictionary for this, man. Occasionally, this will pick up enough speed to form a feedback loop back into Igor, which is essentially the unconscious mind of the world brain. Sometimes these things can be quite dangerous, in which case we do our best to work with the federal agencies to manage the potential harm. This SLS thing, however, seemed to be inconsequential, so we allowed it to pass through. Jacob Grendel is our man. He confessed to so much to my face. This freak has used his demonic machine to manipulate the Igors into forming the sodium lauryl sulfate panic, and he has used public money to do so. A scheme so nefarious it's almost impossible to believe, but it's true. This calls for backup. I need to speak to Lorenzo about this so we can We can raid and shut down this facility before it's too late. You know, if I add the things he's been saying, like, I think, uh, what a great guy, man. Our character. By extension, me, you know. Psychohazard. Lorenzo's PhD thesis? Don't get me wrong, he's clearly a clever man in his own right. But I've read his research, and there's not a single page that doesn't take a massive leap of faith. He uses real scientific sources and terminology and mushes them up as he sees fit. Obviously, it has worked for him to advance his career and fame, but it's not science. I'm not a criminologist, but from what I know, it's barely even that. Ooh. And Jacob is insulting Lorenzo's work. I knew this guy was a sham the moment I saw him, but this takes the cake. What about that anti-cocaine task force? They seem to have some kind of problem with us. Maybe they see us as a threat to their funding. Yeah, they see us as a threat too. So, you sit tight, okay? Just sit tight. Okay. Office. Oh, you're telling me oh, fuck yeah. What am I gonna do with my stalker here? Probably get it powered up or something. What the fuck is that? Anyways. What can I buy? Can I get that SIR helmet? No. Not yet. Nothing new. Covert. Nothing new. Nothing new. Okay. Okay, so I can. Yeah. I can bring my stalker in here. I'm not using that gun. It's not even that good. Why is it 50 bullets? High explosive rounds? I never know. Fuck that. Oh yeah, here's the KIA, which is I think like one of the strongest guns. Matches that. 32. Okay. I don't really change my guns that much. I like what I got. I want to see something real quick. So I got a good solid like 6 seconds. Almost 8. I got like 7 seconds. With the stealth suit now. Pretty good. Alright. I gotta go back to the EFP. I gotta go go back to the oasis of love and friendship. Because it definitely is. SLS case log. Oh, hell yeah. Despite the gross abuses of power and general incompetence by the recruit in charge of investigating it, the conclusion of the CERH psychohazard case was widely public. The status of the psychohazard framework as a primary theory of modern criminology was solidified, and the jurisdiction and funding of the Psycho Patrol was widely expanded. In spite of his innocence, the leader of the CERH, Jacob Grendel, was charged with terrorism and treason and was sentenced to immediate human animalization. CERH was folded into Psycho Patrol under direct leadership of Lorenzo. Undeterred by dissent, mostly by communists and other outlawed political actors, the recruit who oversaw the investigation of the case was given a sizable raise, a bonus, and was promoted to the status of counter-psychohazard inspector, the first of his kind. Bum bum bum. Yeah. But don't worry, we're not even close to done. I just wanted to get that raise. So let's check out our budgets. So we get it. Yeah. That's 1,000 a day, homie. Oh yeah, hey Jacob. Future of CERH. Your work here has been instrumental in advancing our common goals. The uncovering of the nefarious deeds by the CERH has not only brought Pan-Europa closer to the state of macro-psychological stability, but the facility itself should prove to be very useful for preventing further psychohazard formation. This is, if we know how to use it. If we knew how to use it, sadly. Jacob wasn't very cooperative and decided not to continue his work under my guidance, and in his current state wouldn't be able to do much even if he decided to change his mind. This is where you come in. As a field agent with the most experience with psychohazards and the intricacies of the CERH case, it's a no-brainer that you should be the one tasked with putting together a team to manage the organization of the CERH facility. I'm sure you have some people in mind already. It's incredible. Your mind is so perfectly in tune with our mission. I can already see that gleam in your eye, that sharp tinge of light, as your synapses run in perfect harmony. I place my trust in your hands, Inspector. Go get him. Hang on, I think my character's gonna overload with, I think he's gonna come. He might, I don't know. The words exiting Lorenzo's lips has left me in a state of disarray, a sweet, delirious euphoria. Our common goal, our future together, the success of the psychohazard framework. We're in this together, and there's nothing that can stop us. He has entrusted me with putting together a team to run CERH. Surely the most important mission to grace the sole EFP operative to date. I will sprout my wings and carry you into a perfect future, Lorenzo. Just wait and see. I probably don't have enough. Definitely not. It's almost 10 grand. It's almost 10 grand, man. No, we got money. We got it. But I don't want to use it. I want want to use it right now. Okay. So, I think we're gonna cut it here though. That was a lot of reading. We're not gonna cut it here. I do want. Yeah, thanks for the moaning. What else is doing? Wait. See how much this is. I want this. 10 grand. We'll get there. Next up, Gaia Beauty. Really, they were under my scope. Prefer if Sarah wasn't involved with the SLS. Oh, hey. What's that noise? Fecal Sovereign. Huh, he looks kind of familiar. Got a hat on. Meat, beefy face. You're the handler, aren't you? About me. My path isn't an easy one to follow, but it has made me immortal. It is perpendicular to the regular flow of life. I have become altered, advanced, a malleable animal, a mosaic of biology. Gaia Beauty. They make soap. I never see any raw materials go in, but still the production never ceases. It's a beautiful homeostasis. Hidden entrance. I've lived in different sewers for the past 70 years. I know all the paths and connections. The Gaia Beauty office isn't connected to the municipal sewage treatment. It's possible they found a way to refine all and use all the human waste they produce somehow, just as I have found a way to use mine. Okay. SLS. I have performed auto-bioreactor analysis of the wastewater and have noticed a trend like this. There's a terror brewing in the gut world. According to my limited scale accelerated simulation of SLS within a perfectly averaged homunculus biological entity, it is somewhat safe. In the time scale of thousands of years, it is not safe to the average human form individual, but the average humanoid is already long dead before that. The Serpentine Discovery. As I have untangled myself from mundane biological limitations and become sovereign in the true sense of the word, it has become easier and easier for me to sense the watchers beyond the veil of light, serpentine beings of infinite complexity, harmonious in their automation. I believe with enough practice I could become one of them. They may have originally been just like me, explorers of the final limit. You mean having your divine light? Something? I don't know. You got something? You got anything for sale, man? rid of that fucking bullshit. Okay. Router. So, router lobby VN. Let's do that. 0. And so we had a password here. This is where we go over here back to the Hackman. And you see up here it's got the 0, 1, and 2. Now, just keep going, flipping through these until you see something intelligible. Very nice. I love that noise. Right in my left ear. Come on. Come on, man. Give me it. Did I just pass it and not see it? Excuse me. Yeah, it takes a while. Wait, what was that? So,